All right, good morning. Welcome back. Hope you had a good holiday, Christmas season, and boy, we had a long time, extra week, I guess, to get started. So today, we're going to talk about this is Management Information Systems, HBA 322. Again, had about 5 weeks off. I hope you're like me. You're ready to get started. Today, we're going to talk about me, Professor Sistrunk. We're also going to talk about the class blog, the syllabus, and guess what? A homework assignment for Wednesday, January 23rd. That class, well, of course, you know we have Monday off because of King holiday. But when we come back on Wednesday, there is a homework assignment for you. So that's why you have to make sure that you watch this so that you will complete the homework. A little bit about me. I'm from New Jersey. Oops, sorry about that. I'm from New Jersey. Came to Morehouse back in 1974, way back then. And graduated in 1978 with an accounting major. Then graduated in 1980 with a major in finance. Got an MBA from Georgia State University. And then I started working at Morehouse back in 1980. So I can't believe it. Thought I'd figure I'd work for a couple of years and be out of here. And now, 32 years later, I'm still here. I created this MIS class and the entrepreneurship class back in the early 80s. Talk more about myself next Wednesday. Now, this is a paperless class. That's why it's Management Information Systems. Everything is at our course blog. As you can see, here's the link for it, www.hba322.info. You can see why I chose that because that's the course number. So let's go there. I want to talk a little bit about this blog. This you need to understand and use this blog. Everything is located here. If you look up in the corner, even though I talk about www.hba322.info, the real blog name is, or the website is misspring2013.blogspot.com. I'm using Blogger from Google. And you'll realize in the class I use a lot of Google resources. But instead of having to learn all of this long web address, we have the www.hba322.info. Now, we don't have any posts yet because we're getting started. But there will be some posts. I guess there'll be one post for this. But we'll have posts added about the classes. You as students will be writing and creating posts. And also you'll be commenting on posts. If you look at the blog, going down on the right-hand side, we'll talk more about this Join Me code, class attendance, submitting your contact information, which is, guess what? That's going to be your homework assignment. And also submit a Google Place assignment. That, again, is something we'll talk about later. Also, you see important course information. I'll talk more about how to beat speeding tickets. But if you've got an issue with speeding tickets, I've got a link to a document that'll help you beat your speeding tickets. And I'm sure as a student you may get one of those every once in a while. I have a credit repair book that we'll talk about. And if you want to, you can also read about comments written by former students about this class. And if you'd like to see how students have done in the class in the past, you can look at previous grades. All you have to do is click on one of these, for example, previous grades, and it will bring up the previous grade. Okay. Let me close that. That's not what I want to do. Get back into there. All right, when we look at the thing I want to talk about today is the course syllabus. Bring that up. And this is the course syllabus. As I told you earlier, the course code is HB8322, Management Information Systems. The division is Economics and Business. The department is Management. The course description, as you can read about, it's going to tell you that this course is really about information systems in the new cloud environment, and how do companies and individuals manage data, information, and knowledge in this cloud-based economy. Again, here number 4, this is a paperless class. All work is done in the cloud. Prerequisite for the class, you can see the student handbook. Classes are Monday and Wednesday, and then you're going to be one of these 3 sections. So 9:25, 10:50, or 12:10. The class is located. Of course, you went there on Wednesday. I wasn't there, but it's Leadership Center, room 242. I will be there next Wednesday. Credit 3 hours. Lecture 3 hours. There is no lab. And guess what? I highlighted this in red. There is no textbook. That's right, no textbook. But a set of readings will be made available on the internet, and you'll have YouTube videos to look at for your Excel homework assignments. There will be additional time requirements for the Excel videos and assignments. You can read about the learning outcomes. We'll talk more about that on Wednesday. And for grading, we're going to be using a website called LearnBoost.com, which will keep track of all your grades. I don't use WebCT only because sometimes it's up and down, and it's not. I'm not sure it's 24/7, 365. But LearnBoost is, and I will be setting up an account with you and show you how it works. Grade scale, very simple. As you can see, A, B, C, D, F. How's the grade determined? You know, I'm always going to have some of you ask me, how do I calculate the grade? You're going to be able to see your grades at learnboost.com, but then you're going to have to use this formula from the determination to determine how those grades are weighted. As you can see, the Excel homework and the attendance are both 30 points out of 100, or 30% each. The exams, there's 2 of them. They are really only 5% each, or 10%, or 10 points. The next highest, other than attendance and homework, is going to be your blog entry, which includes, you're going to have a blog post to do, and you're going to have comments to make. We'll talk more about that on Wednesday. And then for Google Place, which is another project we'll talk about. I think, as you can see, if it's highlighted in red, I want you to really make sure you read this. Unexcused absences are not accepted. We're in the cloud. The classes, when I have my classes, they will be recorded live and streaming on the internet. We use Ustream.tv. We'll talk more about that. Also, I will be creating more of these webinars. And we will have some online classes. And we'll talk again more about that. I keep saying talking more about it, but I just want to kind of highlight stuff today. But you can go to Ustream.tv, search for Oscar Sistrunk, and you'll see some videos up there from last semester and some of the classes. All exams are take-home exams. They're online, and as soon as you finish taking your exam, it instantly grades it and sends your grade to your email address or your cell phone. So you don't have to wait for me to grade it. It's going to grade it instantly. Attendance and homework, as I said earlier, are 60% of the grade. So you want to make sure you come to class, and you want to make sure that you do your homework. college policies. You would check with the student handbook. You can check the student conduct code and the student grade appeal process. All of that's the same. Now, how do you get in contact with me? It's pretty simple. I have an office in 225 Leadership Center. However, as I tell people, I'm really in the cloud, so I'm always available. If you want to do old school, you can come to my office Monday and Wednesday between 2 and 4 p.m. or see me after class. If you want to do it the new school way, the way you're supposed to do it, is you can text message me anytime, and you can also make an appointment on Skype or Uvu, and we can have a video conference. I've had students where we've had video conferences while they driving their car, parked on the side of the road, and used their cell phone, and we did a video conference. So students you can text message me and set up a meeting. If I'm available, we can Skype right away. If not, we'll set up a time, and I don't have any problems with it. Again, you can text message me anytime. You can also email me, and then of course the course blog. So as you see, the class is going to be pretty interesting. Got a lot of stuff that we're going to do. The important thing is to remember that you come to class to take attendance. I will talk on Wednesday about how attendance is taken. We take attendance online, and I'll show you how that's done. And Excel, the importance of Excel in doing your homework assignments. As I said earlier, I'm going to do a few more classes remotely where we'll be online instead of being in the classroom. I'll show you how that works on Wednesday. So I've got one last thing that I want to talk about before you leave, and that is I need you to submit your contact information to me. Click on this icon, and you do this one time. You're going to give me your name and your address, your email address, not your regular address, but your name, your email address, and your cell phone number, along with your cell phone provider. Because with your cell phone number and your cell phone provider, I can also text message you directly from my email. So I can turn your cell phone number into an email address. And that's why I need this. So fill that in one time. I'm going to take that information, and that's going to populate my grade book at Learn Boost and our exam website and a couple other sites that I use. That way you have to put the information in, so if it's a typo, you make the mistake. What I want you to do is by class on Wednesday is to click on this, submit that. Once you submit it, you're going to get an email right back within a few seconds verifying that you submitted that information. Check to make sure that information is correct, and then save that email address. So that if there's ever any questions to whether you've done it or not, you have an email response. One of the things we'll do in this class is anytime you submit something, you get an email response, including attendance and Google Place assignments and some other things that we're going to do. You're going to get a response so that you save that response in your email so that it could impact you on your final grade. Last semester I had 2 students where they were able to provide that information and I changed their grade. So make sure you do that. All right, I'm going to let you get out of here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want you to submit your contact information for your homework assignment for Wednesday. Have a good Martin Luther King holiday, and then I will see you next Wednesday during your class time. Look forward to it. I'm ready to go. I think that vacation was a little bit too long for me. All right, have a good weekend, a good King holiday, and if you get a chance, go out and do some volunteer work. Thank you.